From Phoenix, Arizona, players and fans alike are enjoying the luxury of the closed roof and air conditioning. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, number 40 is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Standing in, Ray Chacon, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Number 8.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
You know, walking around the cage before BP, Matty, one thing jumped out at me. This team's last in runs, and when you look at the lineup, they are well aware of it. They don't want to create that clubhouse divide where it's pitching staff on one side of the room and offense on the other, and the pitchers feel like they have to be perfect all the time. This offense is better than this, and it has to start today.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches. Not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Batting third, the catcher, Josh.
Into the box, Josh Ramirez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2.
Balls up,
Popped him up.
Straight up.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. It's the Giants nothing. Diamondbacks coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. In now, Russ Hennessy. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s.
Russ Hennessy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Russ Hennessy goes down to become the first out here in the second inning.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And I want to tell you, when looking over the statistics on this starting pitcher right here, one thing that jumps off the page at you is the fact that he leads the National League in strikeouts. And that's all well and good. What you need to focus on is the fact that sometimes you can fall into a lull on the defensive side if you know your guys punching guys out left and right. They're going to have to stay on their toes, stay engaged in this one, and make sure nothing gets by.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Batting 6.
Stepping in now, Roberto Vizcaino, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Giants down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Into the box now, Brian Cruz, 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Brian Cruz.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Hutchins is up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Striding into the box, Art Gowdy. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. A swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Another strikeout for him on the mound. And boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Reggie.
And he takes ball 1.
Holly.
This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Giants pitcher. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Coming to the plate
Leading
now,
up
number
for the
40,
Diamondbacks,
and he's ready to take
the
his
pitcher,
first cuts.
Number 40.
Now here's the pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. The 1-1 home. Hit high and deep out to left field. You can kiss it goodbye. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going. And
leading off the inning, Ray Chacon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Ray Chacon.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ortiz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jose Ortiz.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
0-1.
Now this will rattle up against the wall.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in, Josh Ramirez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Takes this the other way to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Giants nothing. Digging in, Russ Hennessy, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters doing it in different ways have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Russ Hennessy goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Ready for another chance. Dante Ivey.
The right fielder, number 18.
First pitch on its way.
Ivey.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2. Fouled away. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Digging in to try it again, Roberto Vizcaino. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Ibanez giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Giants nothing. Now at the plate, number 40, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit high and deep out to left field. Gone. Big Dog's got to eat. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead.
It's almost a shame because he was pitching a gem today, at least until he served up this two-run shot. Just goes to show one pitch, one swing is all it takes to change a pitcher's entire day.
Leading off the inning, Ryan Cruz, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Moncada is over, and he puts it away for the first out. So the shutout still intact here in the sixth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Ready now, Art Gowdy.
Now batting, number 21.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
And he fouls this one off. No runs, no hits, and one error in the ballgame for San Francisco. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Ernest Valencia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Valencia.
And he popped him up. Hutchins ranging into shallow right. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Giants down in order. They trail here 4-0. Leading off the inning, Ray Chacon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. And he strikes him out here, so that's out number one here in the seventh as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Into the box now, Jose Ortiz, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Count now a ball and a strike. No runs, no hits, and one error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Count is 1-2 now. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Up next to the Giants.
In now, Josh Ramirez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and
he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Giants are down 1, 2, 3. They're down 4-0. Now in the box, number 40. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep down the left field line. Hennessy on the move. And no one will track it down. 1 out, nobody on. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and towering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Andre Ibanez.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Medina will take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down. At the plate, Michael Hutchins, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Michael.
The 0-1. Here's a
stand up right here.
Now.
Stand up.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Arizona, but they're in front 4-0. Next to bat for the Giants, Russ Hennessy is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. In there, strike 1. Looking to send him packing again. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. So with 1 gone in the 8th, we get a look at our line score, and I promise not to jinx anything, so I'll just invite our viewers to check out the hit column for the visiting team, as that promises to be the story for the 8th and 9th innings. Ready for another shot now, Dante Ivey.
The right fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ivey.
Grounded down the third baseline. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Coming to the plate now, Roberto Vizcaino. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Giants down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Stepping in, Brian Cruz. He flew out in his last at-bat. On its way is pitch number 75. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
You know what they say, Dan? The way to get to the big leagues from an offensive standpoint, you better be able to hit that fastball. And this power pitcher missed over the heart of the plate consistently. On the flip side, the finesse guy was on point.
You know, this was like watching one of those days when Tommy John used to have that real good sinker ball. A guy like Frank Tanana. You don't have to throw 95 to 100 to get big league hitters out. As we saw in this one here, if you can finesse and move the ball in and out, you can win at the big league level.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
The batter.
At the plate, Art Gowdy, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Line toward right center. And the perfect game is erased in the ninth. So there'll be no visit to the record books here in this one, as after 8 1/3 no-hit innings, they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game. Rats.
Such a tough one as a pitcher, D-Row. 25 outs and then to give it up with 1 out in the ninth.
I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, you don't want to be on a team that gets no hit, without question. You're going to do everything in your power to mix in and knock, and that's exactly what they... But tip your hat right there. The guy has thrown the heck out of the ball tonight.
0-1 the count. Gowdy stands at first with 1 out. Oh, and 2, here it is.
Nope.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Ray Chacon. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, and they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Stepping up to the plate, Jose Ortiz. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Behind 0-2 now. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Aponte makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
5-0 the final score today. The Arizona Diamondbacks led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Number 40 wins his league-leading 10th game of the year as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make